Hello, mamas. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my kitchen. You'll know why we're here by the end of this video. Okay? So, welcome to day 2 of the Love Your Body Challenge. I am already having so much fun watching your guys' post. You're being so brave. I love the pictures and just, you make my heart so happy. But yay, I'm so proud of you guys. I can't wait to see the results that you get from doing all this. But I wanted to remind yourself, let me quick there, sorry about that. I don't want people trying to call me when I'm trying to do my life. Welcome to day 2. And just a reminder of how, just a reminder how challenges work in this group. Monday through Friday, I'll come live here with some tips and tricks on how to help you become amazing, wonderful, beautiful moms and also lose weight at the same time. We'll go over tips and tricks, and then at the end of our tips and everything, I'll have a little task for you to complete. So that task is usually a post that you'll make inside this group, not in the comments, okay? I saw somebody who was making their post down below in the comments yesterday. So don't post in the comments because generally that doesn't get as much interaction, because the person at the end of the week that has the most engagement, actually Facebook keeps track of this for admins for groups, if you didn't know that, if you don't have a Facebook group. Admin keeps track of that, and so Facebook keeps track of that for admin, and so I can actually go and see who's engaged the most at the end of the week. You'll win a $50 gift card. Yay! And then also, whenever I'm giving you a task, I want you to continue to do that task every day for the rest of the week. So one of the things that I asked you to do besides finding your why yesterday was to eat 3 meals, like 3 real meals, no grazing in between yesterday. That's what I asked you to do. That means you have to do it for the rest of the week, okay? So each day is going to build upon itself in a beautiful, magical way to help you lose weight and to get to where you need to be, okay? So today, yesterday I told you a little bit about myself and how I came about to become a holistic nutrition for weight loss coach. And today I want to tell you a little bit about my philosophy and what I believe as far as being a coach. So that way you can kind of get an idea of what it would be like for me to coach you and like what my beliefs are and just where I stand. Because everybody is very different. You got some coaches out there with, blowing their whistle and they're like drill sergeants, and then there's the other ones over here that are super, super soft. I would say I'm somewhere in between. That's kind of where I am. But let's see, where are we at? Okay. I feel like the culture today has changed a bit out there, but a lot of it is more of being just accepting of like being what we are. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. You are a mama. You earned those stretch marks, each and every single one of them. They're beautiful. But also, I feel like there is a fine line between being accepting and settling for what is not healthy, if that makes sense. The culture right now says just accept yourself as you are, and I feel like we should accept ourselves so we are. We need to love ourselves. So we need to love these bodies. Are amazing, beautiful things that our Heavenly Father has given to us, and they're just so miraculous. And that's why I went into the medical field, and that's why I do what I do, because I just think it is just such a miracle that it's such a beautiful thing that just needs to be taken care of. Which means believing in yourself means caring for your health physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, all of them. And that's why I lead this group in the way that I do. And then those of you who are local, you'll get to go out and see me. And we get to go out for walks together. We get to go out to mom's night outs together, because I feel like those are things that are so important as far as your journey goes. You have to have it all, so that all the pieces fit together beautifully, and that's where the magic really starts to happen, and you get to be a happy, beautiful, awesome mom. Love doesn't ignore what's hurting, right? Love doesn't pretend exhaustion is normal. I used to do that a lot. I used to do that a lot. Love doesn't say inflammation and energy are fine, right? They're not. None of these feelings that we try to push down are fine. And we need to be able to let those things out. Hi, Monique! So that we can address them, so that we can become a healthy person all around, not just in one area, right? You can be eating okay, but if you feel like crap in other areas of your life, what does it matter, right? Love says you deserve to feel better. So I'm not against the acceptance, of our bodies. I'm just against settling for something that you deserve. We need to take care of these bodies that were given to us by our Heavenly Father. We need to feed it consistently. We need to give it rhythm. We need to set boundaries, not just in what we eat, but just in our everyday lives. We need boundaries, right? Which is just like our kids. Our kids need boundaries too. Reducing stress. We need to keep the stress down as much as we can. Honoring our emotional needs. Taking care of our spiritual life. So scripture study, whatever it may be. This means, could be like therapy. If we need therapy. This means taking time for yourself. Yeah, taking time for yourself. This means date nights. All of those things come together and can help you lose weight. I know it seems odd, but they all are connected. This means, healthy to me is energy, it's strength, it's peace, it's confidence. Confidence is my why. Confidence is, definitely my why. Self-control is the one for many, many moms. Longevity, right? We want to have a long life. We want to be around for our kiddos. I want to be around for my grandchildren. I started having children at an older age. I had my first at 28, my last at 43. I have a 6-year-old and I am almost 50. Okay? I needed to be around for him when he's having his babies, okay? This means hormone balance. This means being able to play with your kids and not needing a nap at 3 o'clock every day. This means sleeping good. Sleep is so important, you guys. And just feeling aligned overall. Right now, perimenopause is big in the news, huge in the news, and it's kind of nice and convenient because this is the stage of life that I'm going through. Hi, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, Arlene. That's the stage of life that I am in right now, is this perimenopause conundrum. Like, you can't sleep, and your mind doesn't work anymore, and your body just seems to kind of like betray you. And it's somebody who was describing it to me yesterday as like a second puberty. It's like, hey Samantha, it's like you're stepping into this new you, and it's all in the news right now. Why? Because all these female doctors are going through perimenopause themselves, and they're like, this sucks. So they're figuring out that hormone therapy is safe for the most part for everybody. Hormone therapy, hormone replacement therapy is a wonderful and beautiful thing, and I am so appreciative of it. And I know some people are still leery, and that's okay. You learn what's good for you. But I'm just trying to show you that this time of life doesn't have to be this way. Life, it's all about quality of life. Quality of life is what is most important than anything else. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter all of those other things. What matters is that you're happy and that you're healthy and that you're going to live a long life. Really, that's all it comes down to. And so that's my philosophy, is that I want all people, all women, to have a good quality of life. And so today what we're talking about to make, to love our body is by the way that we're going to love our bodies through setting boundaries. And it's not the type of boundaries that you think. I'm not a therapist. I have friends who are life coaches, so if you need help, I have people you can talk to. And I try just by what I've gone through in my life, but so today we're going to learn how to set boundaries. I used to think that being flexible was loving my body, like meaning I may have been trying to eat good that week or whatever. I've been trying to be healthy, and But if there are donuts at work that somebody brought in, then that was okay because I didn't buy them. So, you know, there's that. And I'm only going to have one. Or if somebody brought pizza, well, hey, I didn't have to buy lunch that day. That was free lunch, right? Or, you know, bagels or whatever it was that got brought into the office that day. And so I would just not eat healthy that day. So I didn't, because I didn't want to be that girl who had all these strict rules and that made everybody feel bad about themselves for eating healthy in front of, I know it seems silly, but that's kind of how I felt at the time. I was young. And I didn't want to feel rigid. I didn't want to feel so strict and just have all these rules. And so I'd say things like, it's fine, it's only for today. I'll start all over again tomorrow. But what I realized was every time I left my decisions open-ended or just not like a strong, like, no, I felt out of control. So, and it's not because I was weak, it was because I had never decided ahead of time. It was just, yeah, I'm doing this, but it's not, yes, this is my decision when this exact thing happens. That's why I always, I won't go there, okay. So when we teach our kids about doing drugs, what do? It's the same thing with food, because food is so addictive, you guys. It's the same thing. We tell them, you know, why you shouldn't do it, this can kill you, all the bad harmful effects, it'll ruin your life, all these things. No, 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 no. Just say no. Right? So that way when the time comes and their friend's like, hey, you want this, you've already made the decision in your mind, in your heart, and maybe you have even practiced scenarios, you guys, right? We've practiced, if you need me to practice with you on not eating the pizza at work, I got you. We've practiced scenarios of times when this might happen, and so we've already made the decision, okay? So, mom's saying, I just need more willpower, or I just need to stop at just one donut, it'll be okay, one piece of pizza, and then that'll be all right. I just need to be stronger. But if you're negotiating with yourself all the time about what to eat, or when to eat, or even why you're eating, that is a lot of negotiating, right? That is a lot of decision making. When there's no boundary, there's constant decision making, constant, or rationalizing even, like, oh, it's okay, I ate good all day, so it's all right now, right? We're constantly rationalizing, we're constantly deciding, and there was all this, they call it food chatter. It's just this idea of food all the time inside our heads. There, always, in our heads. And when you're tired, and when you've been giving all day, and you've made 5,000 decisions already, what choice are we going to make? The one that comes just real easy, not having to think about it, fast, quick, simple, or the one that's going to take a little bit of time? Right, we're going to choose easy. You'll always choose easy, and that's not failure, that's just human. It's okay. He didn't make us perfect. And loving your body doesn't mean letting it run wild either, right? We don't let our kids run wild, but it also means that, but it also doesn't mean that we're punishing it. And that's my big thing, is that I feel like diet, like I've said, the four-letter word diet is too much of, it's just restrictive. And when we're restricting, we just crave whatever we're trying to restrict. Loving your body means protecting it. So today, we're learning how to love our body by setting one simple boundary. Not 20 rules, not extreme discipline, just one loving boundary. Because boundaries aren't punishment. Remember, what did I say they are? They're protection. Okay? We tell our kids not to run in the street. We tell them to stop, look both ways. Wait, pause, look. If you don't let your kids snack all night long, why are you leaving yourself also unprotected? You deserve the same care, okay? I know we love on those little ones so much, but then we forget to love on ourselves. And that's why I'm here, okay? So we're going to start closing our kitchen. So closing the kitchen isn't about being strict. It's about telling your brain you're done for the day, you're safe, You are taken care of. You've already eaten. It removes the debate. That's it. Closed. Gone. Done. No more, should I have dessert? This means the fridge. This means the pantry. This means the secret snacks that you hide in your bathroom drawer. I'm calling people out. I'm not telling you who. But just, maybe just one more. No, that's it. We have been closing our kitchen, oh my goodness gracious, for years at 8 o'clock. I am a big supporter of intermittent fasting. That's how I started out in all of my nutrition theory, philosophy, but you have to do it the right way. And so my kitchen has been closed at 8 o'clock for a very long time. And it means that the kitchen is closed for me, and it also means that the kitchen is also closed for my children. Now that is up to you. What you do with your kids is okay, whatever you want to do, but for us, it's the family. The kitchen is closed unless they really are like going through it. We have a couple growth spurts going on right now, and it's like the insatiable. They're constantly eating. But yeah, closing the kitchen. So it's up to you. After dinner, that's it. Kitchen is closed. Okay? So for your homework today, I want you to post a picture of you in your clap, or even maybe you in a sticky note, telling me what time I'm closing the kitchen, okay? And that means you're going to close the kitchen for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Remember, because I told you each day you're going to continue to do those same things over and over again, along with remembering your why, wherever you posted your why, and also making sure you're eating distinctive meals and not snacking in between every meal and grazing all day. That's a lot. If you have questions, message me, comment down below. Let me know what really resonated with you. I love you, Mama, and I can't wait to see your post. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.